Welcome to Drives Cars Studio. Today we take a thrilling deep dive into one of the most iconic American muscle cars ever created, the Dodge Charger. This legendary machine has been a symbol of power, speed, and pure adrenaline for decades, capturing the hearts of enthusiasts across generations. The Charger is more than just a car. It is a cultural phenomenon, a vehicle that embodies the spirit of freedom on the open road, a design that turns heads, and a performance package that delivers uncompromising excitement. From its earliest days in the 1960s, when muscle cars first roared onto the scene, the Dodge Charger has stood tall among its rivals, continuously evolving while keeping its raw and aggressive DNA intact. The Charger's origin story begins in 1966, when Dodge unveiled the first generation of this fastback coupe to answer the growing demand for high-performance vehicles. The design was sleek, futuristic for its time, and ready to take on the competition from Ford and Chevrolet. With options ranging from small-block V8s to the legendary 426 HEMI, the Charger immediately positioned itself as a serious contender in the muscle car wars. In fact, the 1969 Dodge Charger became a cultural superstar thanks to its role in movies and television. Most famously in the Dukes of Hazzard series, where the General Lee showcased its raw power and stunt-worthy capabilities. Hollywood made the Charger a star, but enthusiasts cemented its legacy on the streets and racetracks of America. As the years rolled on, the Charger went through several transformations. The second generation, produced between 1968 and 1970, is often considered the golden era of the Charger. The design was pure aggression, with hidden headlights, a wide stance, and an unmistakable Coke bottle silhouette that screamed muscle car dominance. This generation housed some of the most legendary engines, including the 4040 Magnum and the 426 HEMI, engines capable of producing brutal acceleration and quarter-mile times that still impress today. Dodge created a car that didn't just look fast, it was a weapon on wheels. The Charger Daytona, a special aerodynamic version, even made history in NASCAR as the first car to break the 200 miles per hour barrier, proving that Dodge was willing to push the boundaries of engineering and design to dominate competition. By the 1970s, however, the muscle car market faced challenges with stricter emission regulations, rising insurance costs, and an oil crisis that made high-performance cars less practical. The Charger adapted by shifting into a larger, more luxurious personal coupe. Although these models carried the Charger name, purists often point out that the spirit of the original muscle beast had been diluted. Still, the Charger survived when many muscle cars disappeared entirely. Its adaptability was a testament to Dodge's commitment to keeping the name alive, even through difficult times. The revival of the Charger as a four-door sedan in 2006 was controversial at first. Muscle car fans questioned whether a sedan could live up to the legendary Charger name. But Dodge silenced critics quickly by delivering a car that combined modern practicality with the soul of a muscle machine. The Charger offered rear-wheel drive, powerful V6 options, and most importantly, high-output HEMI V8s that reintroduced that unmistakable Dodge thunder to the streets. This marked the beginning of a new era for the Charger, and it rapidly became one of the most loved modern muscle cars, appealing not just to old-school fans, but to a new generation of drivers who craved both speed and everyday usability. The Charger SRT models brought even more firepower. The introduction of the SRT 8 with its 6.1-liter HEMI engine showcased Dodge's determination to push the limits. Later, the Charger SRT Hellcat stunned the automotive world with a supercharged 6.2-liter HEMI V8 producing over 700 horsepower. This turned the Charger into the most powerful production sedan on the planet, an achievement that made headlines globally. It was no longer just a muscle car. It was a statement that Dodge was not afraid to challenge the world's best high-performance sedans from Europe and Japan. With features like launch control, adaptive suspension, and Brembo brakes, the Charger proved that muscle cars could be refined, controlled, and terrifyingly quick all at once. The Charger also became a symbol of American car culture in the 21st century, thanks to its starring roles in blockbuster films like the Fast and Furious franchise. The image of a Dodge Charger roaring down the street with Vin Diesel behind the wheel reinforced its status as the ultimate street legend. The Charger was no longer just a car for enthusiasts, it became a pop culture icon once again, bridging generations just as it had in the past. From drag strips to car meets, from movies to music videos, the Charger continues to stand as a symbol of rebellion, power, and individuality. Beyond performance, The Charger has also excelled in delivering modern technology and comfort. The latest models offer spacious interiors, advanced infotainment systems, customizable digital displays, and high-end safety features. Dodge has ensured that while the Charger is a beast under the hood, it is also a practical daily driver capable of hauling families, commuting, and handling long road trips with ease. This blend of practicality and performance is what has kept the Charger alive, while many competitors faded away. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Charger is its ability to evolve with the times. The latest iterations show Dodge's readiness to transition into the future, with hybrid and electric versions expected as the industry moves toward electrification. Enthusiasts wonder how a fully electric Charger will maintain the spirit of its V8 ancestors, but Dodge promises that the future of electrified muscle will be just as thrilling, with instant torque, aggressive design, and a continuation of the Charger's legendary name. What makes the Dodge Charger so special is its personality. Unlike many cars that blend into traffic, the Charger demands attention. The growl of a HEMI engine, the bold styling with widebody options, the muscular stance, and the menacing LED lighting all make a statement before the car even moves. The Charger is not subtle, and that's exactly what makes it appealing. It's a car for those who want to be noticed, for those who want to feel raw mechanical connection every time they hit the throttle, for those who believe driving is not just about going from one place to another, but about making every journey an experience. The Charger's story is also one of resilience. While countless cars have come and gone, the Charger has survived changing markets, fuel crises, and even near extinction of muscle cars altogether. Each time it has come back stronger, more aggressive, and more relevant than before. It has redefined itself across decades while never losing sight of its roots. That is why the Dodge Charger is not just a car but a legend, a machine that symbolizes both past glory and future promise. When you think about performance per dollar, few vehicles in the world can match what the Charger delivers. Whether it is the entry-level models that give a taste of muscle car flavor, or the outrageous Hellcat and Ride versions that push the limits of street-legal performance, the Charger lineup offers something for everyone. It democratizes power by making insane horsepower accessible compared to its exotic rivals, and it carries with it a heritage that is undeniably American. Car culture thrives on passion, stories, and experiences, and the Charger is at the center of so many of them. From first-time drivers discovering the joy of a roaring V8, to long-time fans restoring classic models, to thrill-seekers chasing quarter-mile times, the Charger has touched lives in ways few other cars can claim. It is a car that creates memories, builds communities, and sparks conversations wherever it goes. As Dodge looks ahead to the future, the Charger is poised to continue its legacy. Whether powered by gasoline, electricity, or something in between, the essence of the Charger will remain the same: a bold statement on wheels that refuses to conform, refuses to be ignored, and refuses to be anything less than exhilarating. For over half a century, the Charger has represented the pinnacle of American performance muscle, and that legacy shows no signs of slowing down. The Dodge Charger is a story of evolution, survival, and dominance. It is a car that started as a bold experiment in the 1960s, grew into a muscle car icon, weathered storms of change, reinvented itself for the modern world, and now prepares for an electrified future. It is a car that never forgets where it came from while always looking ahead. For fans of power, performance, and presence, the Dodge Charger remains an ultimate dream machine, and here at Drives Cars Studio, we celebrate it not just as a car, but as a legend that will continue to inspire generations of drivers for years to come. Would you like me to extend this script further with more detailed performance breakdowns of each Charger model year to ensure it hits the full 2,000 words?